My name is Kim Cardenas, and I started volunteering in 2014 or 15. Not exactly sure which year, but it's been about 8-9 years. Why I volunteer with Ocean Defenders? Ever since I was young, I've always loved the ocean. I grew up in Southern California, surfing and diving, swimming. So I've always really held the ocean dear to my heart. I've always been an environmentalist, and protecting our resources has always been important to me. So I find volunteering with Ocean Defenders, I can combine my love of the ocean and diving with helping the environment, protecting our wildlife. So it really, it brings a higher purpose to an activity, a sport that I love. It combines the two. I do dive regularly. Most of my diving here in California, though, is with ODA because we go out at least 2 to 3 weekends a month. So most of my diving here is with Ocean Defenders. Where I see most of the man-made debris and trash is along the shorelines. Diving at depth, I do see fishing gear, fishing line, things that come off of boats more when I'm diving at depth, but closer to the shoreline, throughout my travels, I see a lot of trash, and it's a lot of the time in really pretty places that you just wish they were pristine, and they're remote, and then there's like all this garbage on the beach. What impresses me most about Ocean Defenders Alliance, I think, is the network that it's a part of. We do the ghost gear removal and the cleanups, net removal, beach cleanups, but also, and this is mainly due to Kurt, there's a lot of networking that he does with resource agencies, Fish and Wildlife, state and federal, NOAA. He's on several committees that are looking at new technology for ropeless gear, Oceana, and so a lot of very powerful groups reach out to Ocean Defenders to get Kurt involved in a lot of the legislation and the changes they're trying to make. The work that I do with ODA, I think, does make a difference. I think it's very hard to calculate it or measure it because it's preventing things from happening. For example, entanglements or wildlife getting caught in traps and dying there. So it's hard to quantify a benefit of something that doesn't happen, but I can't help but think if we're getting hazards to the health and well-being of wildlife out of the water, it has to be helping. I think people should support ODA because it's an organization that's trying to make a difference, and I think because everything in this world is related, so even if you're not specifically using the ocean or seeing the ocean on a regular basis or even interested in it, I think it does affect what happens everywhere. If we lose certain species due to entanglement or their environment gets destroyed, their ecosystem gets destroyed, I think it affects us all in ways that we may not even be able to predict or know. But I think supporting ODA also helps keep our planet healthy.